Hey, welcome back. I'm Tyler Parsons with ParsonsGolfPerformance.com. Today, we're going to be talking active versus passive stretching. And for a lot of you, that's going to be something that's relatively new. In the past, we've often talked about static stretching versus dynamic stretching. And we know that before performance, we always want to do dynamic. Okay, just to refresh on that, your static would be if I was going to go down and touch my toes going down and just holding this, okay, for a prolonged period of time. A dynamic would be to where we're not bouncing, but we're going down, then we're coming back up, and we're repeating a lot of repetitions and then sets of that, okay? So active versus passive, why is that going to be important for us? So if we're looking at a passive stretch, that's using additional force or leverage to push beyond what the muscle can do, okay? So let's look at it in a rotational since we are talking about golf. A lot of you are going to be grabbing here, and we're going to be twisting, or in the gym you may grab that bar and let it leverage, or even sitting on the ground, to where we're turning from here and ooh, look, I have this huge turn that I can do. And while you are stretching out that muscle, we're not really getting it to a point that it can go on its own. So yes, I have this monster turn whenever I grab and reach, but I'm not actually using the muscles correctly to get in that position. So when I go back into my golf swing and I grab that club, this is not the same position that I was just able to leverage myself in. And I want to let you be able to stretch and get back into that position so that we can use it, and then we can learn to stabilize, then we can learn to explode and create more power, okay? So again, another simple way to look at it is if we were going through, if I had somebody here, or if I even grab it myself, I can really let this leg go back a lot further than if I'm just there and pushing as far as I can. That's all that I have, okay? So we want to, again, make the body work for us so that we're not tricking ourselves or trying to really trick the body. For any of you who have been keeping up with all my videos, if you haven't, go check them out. But what we want to do, and this is a great exercise, is just a very simple turn and reach. Okay, so we go from our golf posture, have a 5-pound weight. I'm going to turn. I'm turning as much as I can, and I'm lifting up as high as I can. You can see I'm actually shaking a little bit in through there just from the weight, and that's as far as I can actually get it. Okay, if you want to put 2 hands on it, that's great. So while that wouldn't be too bad of a position, I know that as I turn, I want to be able to really get it loaded. So I need to work on a little bit of rotation. I need to work on getting those muscles to fire and do their job so that as I do turn, I'm not just sitting there grabbing something and pulling myself back, because again, this will be an unrealistic position for me to expect my body to get into. That's why you see a lot of people, well, yeah, I can turn, and everybody likes to do their slow little practice swings. Well, I can do it in there, but why can't I do it at full speed? More than likely because your body is unable to do it, okay? So you can do as many reps as you think you need to, but you still fall a little bit short. That's what I'm wanting to help you do, is make sure that you're maximizing your time to get the most out of your golf game and make it as much fun as you can, okay? So back to the rotation. What we can do is we can go down into our all fours position, go from here, turn. It's basically, I tell people, it's like you're trying to reach up under your bed and grab something. I'm trying to constantly push and turn more and more, and I'm feeling a lot fire down to the insertion point in through there. Going, we can go the other direction and turning as much as we can. This portion, I'm too worried about being able to leverage off the ground and help out the rotation. So we're only going to be reaching up and under. One of the other really good ones that I like for the legs is sitting nice and tall, and we're going from here and lifting those legs as high as we can, okay? This is making my quad fire like crazy, all right? And one of the reasons that I think this is so important for us is if you look at a one-leg squat, a pistol squat, to where we want to be able to go from here and drop down, if this leg isn't able to do its part, it's going to cramp up, okay? And it's not that we really need to go and stretch, though that would obviously help. We need to make it fire because we're trying to get it to lift, okay? A lot of information. I know it's going to be helpful for you. Keep following along, and we'll continue to break down a lot of different stretches. I'm not saying that active is better than passive, or there's going to be certain things depending on when you're ready to perform, depends on what we need to be doing, okay? I want to try to break down that barrier, make it as clear as we can. So make sure that you're keeping up. Follow me on Twitter, TP Golf Fitness. Again, just started an Instagram. We'd love for everybody to check that out as well. And check back often, more content to come.